All right, Yankees fans, gather around because the Bronx is buzzing with some of the most dramatic shifts we've seen in years. The team's roster is going through a whirlwind, and it's not just about patching holes here and there. It's a full-scale reimagining of what the Yankees want to be. Not only for this season, but for the seasons ahead. We're talking about 6 trades, a bullpen overhaul, a reconfigured infield, veterans making way for fresh faces, and key players sidelined with injuries. The story unfolding is intense, complex, and loaded with high stakes. Let's start right. Where the pressure cooker is hottest, the bullpen. If you've been watching closely, it's clear this area was unraveling fast. Over the past month, the relief pitchers have been struggling mightily, posting an earned run average north of 6, which is absolutely brutal by any Major League Baseball standard. To put that in perspective, even teams typically seen as underdogs were outpitching the Yankees in this department. The guys who were supposed to shut down innings and close out games just haven't delivered. Devin Williams, once a dominant force, has been missing his usual command. Luke Weaver, brought in with high expectations to close games, hasn't been able to lock things down either. Add to that the injuries that have depleted options. Fernando Cruz and Mark Leitner Jr. both sidelined. And it's no wonder the bullpen was hemorrhaging runs and confidence. Something had to change. And the Yankees front office was not going to sit on their hands. On July 31st, a flurry of activity set the tone for what's coming. The headline move, the acquisition of David Bednar from the Pirates. This wasn't just any reliever. Bednar is a right-hander with a deceptive fastball that clocks in around 97 miles per hour and a devastating curveball that drops nearly 20 miles per hour slower, paired with a splitter that keeps hitters guessing. Even though his 2024 and early 2025 were rocky, a stint in AAA seemed to reset him. Since returning, he's looked like a completely different pitcher, dominant and in control. In just over 37 innings, he's managed to keep his earned run average at a microscopic 1.70, striking out more than a third of batters he faces while issuing very few walks. Left-handed hitters especially have struggled against him, hitting barely above 162 against the fastball and breaking pitches. This kind of shutdown presence in the bullpen is exactly what the Yankees desperately needed. It is sadly cost to bring him in. It was steep. They parted with some promising prospects. A young catcher known for his power at the plate, another catcher praised for defensive skills and pitch recognition, and a speedy outfielder tearing up single A with stolen bases. That's a lot to give up for one reliever, but the urgency was undeniable. The bullpen was not just a weakness, it was a liability threatening the entire postseason push. But Bednar was only the opening salvo. Shortly after, the Yankees quietly picked up Jake Bird from the Rockies. Bird is no Bednar in terms of flash or dominance, but he brings reliability and versatility. A pitcher who can absorb innings in middle relief and help ease the burden on the rest of the bullpen. His numbers had slipped in July, but before that, he was pitching effectively with an earned run average hovering under 3. He throws a fastball in the mid-90s and gets nearly half of his outs on the ground, a crucial trait for Yankee Stadium with its tight right field porch. Bird's control and durability make him a valuable addition, especially given the team's rotation issues. Just when it seemed the bullpen moves were done, the Yankees pulled off another surprise by acquiring Camilo Doval from the Giants. Doval brings electricity with him, a closer's mentality, and an arsenal that includes a strikeout rate well over 25% and a ground ball rate above 50%. His walk rate is higher than ideal, which poses some risk, but when you combine his raw stuff with the presence of Williams, Bednar, Weaver, and now himself, the bullpen has transformed from a glaring weakness to a weapon. Best of all, these 3 new arms are locked in under contract through multiple seasons, meaning this isn't a quick fix, it's a foundational shift designed to provide stability and firepower well into the future. The active bullpen now looks vastly different. Weaver remains in the mix, though likely losing the closer role, while Williams, Bednar, Doval, Bird, and a returning Mark Leitner Jr. make up a formidable core. Add in depth arms like Tim Hill, JT Brubaker, Ian Hamilton, Jonathan Loaiziga, and Scott Effross, plus top prospects knocking on the door. And suddenly the bullpen feels like a strength rather than a concern. while the bullpen revamp grabs the headlines. The real pressure cooker sits with the starting rotation. This is where the team's true resilience will be tested. No matter how strong the bullpen or defense is, if the starting pitchers can't hold the line and eat innings, every postseason dream quickly turns into a fantasy. Carlos Rodon has emerged as the anchor amid all the injuries. Signed as a frontline starter, Rodon has battled his share of setbacks, but this year has shouldered a heavy load, often facing the toughest lineups with little offensive support. His velocity isn't what it once was, but his command and ability to log innings make him invaluable. In a season where bullpen overuse was a major concern, Rodon's durability is a rare and precious commodity. Max Fried, acquired with big expectations, has struggled with a persistent blister issue that sidelined him at times. It's a frustrating injury for any pitcher, especially those who rely on breaking balls and precise finger pressure. Still, when healthy, Fried has proven he has the stuff to be an ace, mixing breaking pitches and pinpoint control to keep hitters off balance. The team is managing him carefully, keeping the eyes on the big picture and hoping for a strong finish in October rather than rushing things now. His health status remains a watch point, as the Yankees can ill afford to lose another starter at this critical juncture. Marcus Stroman adds a different energy to the rotation. His fiery presence on the mound brings intensity and competitiveness that the Yankees desperately need. Stroman doesn't always rack up strikeouts, but his efficient, purposeful approach keeps hitters guessing and gets outs consistently. His performances have often set the tone in some of the Yankees' most hard-fought victories this year. When he's locked in, the defense behind him, which has sharpened considerably, turns balls into outs with precision. The young right-hander Will Warren rounds out the current rotation mix. He's still a work in progress, learning the ropes and adjusting to big league hitters. Warren isn't dominating just yet, but flashes of potential suggest he could be a valuable piece going forward. The Yankees clearly believe in his upside and are giving him a crash course in handling pressure and innings at the highest level. Whether he stays on the postseason roster or not, these experiences are shaping him into a future contributor. But the real story behind the rotation isn't just the four guys on the mound right now. The injury list reads like a who's who of Yankee pitching talent. Garrett Cole, the reigning ace and perennial Cy Young candidate, remains on the 60-day injured list. His potential return before the playoffs could completely shift the postseason landscape, but the team is being cautious, knowing elbow injuries require patience. There is hope as he is progressing through throwing routines and monitored carefully, but rushing him back would be a huge risk. Luis Severino, once a flamethrower who seemed poised to lock down a rotation spot, is also on the 60-day list. His timeline is uncertain, but there is optimism that he'll return healthier and stronger next season. His development remains a top priority, and the Yankees have not given up on the upside he showed early in his career. Clark Schmidt, another rotation option earlier this year, is sidelined as well. While not season-ending, his absence has forced the Yankees to lean more heavily on younger arms and stretch their depth. This has pushed players like Warren into the spotlight sooner than expected. Relievers like Fernando Cruz, Jake Cousins, Yerry De Los Santos, and Ryan Yarrow round out a list of bullpen arms who would have been key contributors under normal circumstances. Their absence forced the aggressive moves we've already talked about, highlighting just how depleted the pitching staff became. And of course, the most painful injury news surrounds Aaron Judge. His name on the injury report is a constant reminder of what the Yankees are missing. Officially listed on a 10-day injured list stint with an elbow strain, it feels like an eternity for fans and teammates alike. His absence has been felt not only because he's a power hitter and presence in the lineup, but because the offense has struggled without his consistent production. The silver lining is that Judge has started light workouts, and all indications point toward a mid-August return. The Yankees are playing the long game here. Getting their star healthy and locked in for October is what really matters. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. In a move that has sent shockwaves through the baseball world, rumors are swirling that Bryce Harper, one of the most electrifying players of his generation, has officially become a member of the New York Yankees. The mere suggestion of Harper donning the iconic pinstripes has ignited a frenzy among fans and analysts alike, sparking endless speculation about what this could mean for the Yankees' future. Harper's arrival, if confirmed, would represent a seismic shift in the team's roster, injecting a potent mix of power, charisma, and star power that could potentially elevate New York's lineup to unprecedented heights. The whispers began, circulating shortly after the conclusion of the last MLB season, with insiders hinting at intense negotiations behind closed doors. Many believe that the Yankees have been aggressively pursuing Harper for months, determined to add his offensive firepower to their arsenal. This development, still officially unconfirmed by either party, has nonetheless captured the imagination of the baseball community, fueling debates on sports shows, social media, and locker rooms across the nation. The allure of Harper's talent, combined with the Yankees' storied legacy, creates an irresistible narrative, and everyone is eager to see if this rumor will solidify into reality. The potential impact of Harper joining the Yankees cannot be overstated, as it would mark one of the most significant free agent acquisitions in recent memory, altering the balance of power within the league. The buzz surrounding Bryce Harper's possible transfer to the Yankees extends far beyond the stadium walls, touching on the very culture and identity of the franchise. Harper, known for his intense competitiveness and magnetic personality, embodies the kind of player who could become the face of the franchise for years to come. Fans have long dreamed of a star with Harper's caliber stepping up in the clutch moments for the Yankees, and this rumor has reignited hopes that the team is gearing up for a serious championship run. Behind the scenes, sources suggest that the Yankees management has been meticulously crafting a proposal that would meet Harper's demands, both financially and in terms of the team's competitive outlook. Although details remain scarce, insiders claim that the contract being discussed could rank among the richest in MLB history, reflecting the high stakes involved. The combination of Harper's veteran experience and the Yankees' deep pockets might be the perfect storm needed to lure a player of his stature away from other suitors. Moreover, the potential synergy between Harper and the Yankees' existing lineup has pundits speculating about a lineup capable of terrifying opposing pitchers. Even skeptics are compelled to consider the possibility that this is more than just speculation, given the mounting evidence and strategic fit. The New York media frenzy around this development continues to intensify, hinting that an official announcement might be imminent. If Bryce Harper truly is on the verge of joining the COE New York Yankees, the ramifications would extend well beyond the baseball diamond, influencing market dynamics and fan engagement on a grand scale. Harper's arrival would undoubtedly boost ticket sales, merchandise revenue, and television ratings, injecting new life into the Yankees' commercial empire. Market analysts are already predicting a surge in advertising deals and sponsorships linked to Harper's brand, highlighting the player's broad appeal beyond just baseball enthusiasts. The Yankees, known for their savvy marketing operations, would be poised to capitalize on the hype surrounding Harper's signing, leveraging his popularity to deepen their fan base and attract younger audiences. This strategic move could also create ripple effects throughout MLB, with rival teams scrambling to adjust their strategies in response to the Yankees' bolstered lineup. From a competitive standpoint, Harper's presence might prompt a recalibration of pitching rotations and defensive alignments league-wide, as opponents prepare to face one of the sport's premier hitters. There's also talk of Harper's leadership qualities potentially influencing the clubhouse atmosphere, fostering a winning mentality among teammates. Though the official confirmation remains elusive, insiders suggest that a final deal could be imminent, making this rumor one of the most tantalizing storylines of the offseason. The prospect of Bryce Harper joining the Yankees has already energized the fan base, setting the stage for what could be a historic chapter in the team's illustrious history. Speculation is rampant about how Bryce Harper's skill set would integrate with the current Yankees roster, creating a potent mix of offense and leadership that could propel the team to new heights. Known for his powerful swing, aggressive base running, and keen eye at the plate, Harper brings a multifaceted offensive threat that few teams can match. Analysts are debating how the Yankees might deploy him in the lineup, with some envisioning him as the middle-of-the-order hitter responsible for driving in runs and shifting the momentum of games. Others are curious about how his dynamic personality will mesh with established stars, potentially igniting fresh energy and camaraderie in the dugout. There's also ongoing chatter about how Harper's defensive capabilities could enhance the team's outfield, adding another layer of depth and versatility. Given the Yankees' tradition of combining star power with solid fundamentals, Harper's arrival could complement the team's strategic approach on both offense and defense. While some critics caution that Harper's injury history might be a concern, supporters argue that his proven resilience and competitive spirit make him a valuable asset. The ongoing rumor has sparked lively debates on sports talk shows and fan forums, with many speculating that Harper's presence might finally fill the gap the Yankees have been seeking to dominate the American League East. Whether the deal materializes or not, the buzz itself is a testament to Harper's status as one of baseball's premier talents and the Yankees' relentless pursuit of excellence. Amid the swirling rumors and mounting excitement, one thing remains clear: Bryce Harper joining the New York Yankees would be a defining moment for both the player and the franchise. Harper's journey from a highly touted prospect to an established superstar aligns perfectly with the Yankees' tradition of building championship-caliber teams around marquee players. The prospect of seeing Harper in pinstripes has ignited dreams of postseason glory, a return to dominance, and a renewed sense of pride among the Yankees faithful. Yet, as with all rumors of this magnitude, caution and patience are advised, as negotiations can be complex and unpredictable. Behind the scenes, sources indicate that both parties are carefully weighing their options, with Harper considering not just the financial terms, but also the long-term vision of the team. The Yankees, on their part, are reportedly eager to announce a blockbuster signing that would signal their intent to contend for titles in the coming years. Fans, analysts, and the media remain on the edge of their seats, awaiting official word that will either confirm or dash this electrifying rumor. Until then, the baseball world will continue to buzz with speculation, debates, and anticipation surrounding Bryce Harper's possible new chapter with the New York Yankees, a storyline that promises to captivate and energize the sport for months to come. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.